Welcome to Rover YouTube channel. Today I am going to explain you how to create simple cash book by using micro taxes. So actually this is very easy or very simple cash book. So let's start. So first of all, I want to create a new database, and my database name is simple cash book. So this is the name of my database. I select desktop as the database location, then press OK, then press on the create button. Yes, database created. First of all, I am going to design my table. For this task I need one access table. Then the table name is TBL cash book is the name of my main table. Then I want to design my table like this. Here I want to keep ID column, and ID column data type is auto number. Then my second column is source number. So source number is to enter the voucher number or a receipt number accordingly. Then the third column is transaction date, and its data type is date and time, right? Then the fourth column is transaction. This column is to enter the description, and the data type is text. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth column is debit, and there the data type is currency, and you have to set its default value to 0. Then sixth column is credit. And its data type also currency, and default value you have to set to 0. So these are the columns I need to design my table. We design the table columns and data types accordingly. Then you have to press on the view button. Then table is saved. So your table is like this. So based on this table, my next task is to create a query. To create a query, just click on the so my next step is to create form. To create a new form, just click on the create tab and select the blank form, then save the form. So the form name is, just say FRM cash book. So this is the form name. Then right click on the form and select design view. Then form header, select form header and footer. So here I want to add a label, add a label, and I want to give a name. Now we have to add several text boxes under the detail section of FRM cash book. Then go to the design tab and select text box. Yes, there actually you have to select, or there you have to actually add 5 text boxes. Okay, you have to add 5 text boxes. So I can copy and paste. So here I want to increase the font size to 14 and font colors black color. Yeah, this is the text box size, and the label is size label text font size also increased to 14, and its font color also black. Yeah. Yes. Then I want to copy and paste 5 text boxes. Yeah. Right click and select properties. Okay. Now here you want to set the form control source. So your form control source is TBL cache book. Select the table from the property sheet. Then the record source of the designed FRM cache form is TBL cache book. Yes. Then you have to rename these labels. Here source number. Here source number means source document number. It may be voucher number or receipt number, right? Then the transaction date. Let's say date. This one is to enter the description. This is for enter transaction description. And this one for cash in, and this is for cash out. Now the next step is to set the text box properties. Then select the text source number text box and go to the property sheet. Then select the source number. Then go to the date text box and click on the control source and select transaction date. Then for third text box, transaction. And for the fourth one, debit, and last one, credit. So this is how you have to add the control source property for your designed text boxes. Now we can add the add button. Go to design tab and click on this command buttons. Just draw command button on the form and select record operations and click on the add new. Yeah, add. Then next, then finish. And then resize the button. Now I want to set the font size to 15. Yeah, and the font color is black. So this is how your simple cache book form looks like. Okay. Now we created table and we created form. So next step is to create a query based on the TBL cache book. To create a query, just click on the create tab and select query design. Then select the TBL cache. So for query, we need following columns: ID, source number, transaction date, transaction, debit, and credit. Right. Then the last column of my query is to get the balance. Now here we have to add a small query function. Then click on the zoom. Then I want to get a new column. The column name is balance. Column name is balance. Then open brackets. Select sum. Then open bracket again. Then DEBIT debit minus credit. Then close the bracket. From our table name is TBL cache book. Give the table name here. TBL cache book. Right. As. So we are going to give a name for our short name for our table, ALIA. Yes. So this is the short name given here by using alias. Then where alias cash dot id, this is the id column, less than or equal to then the table name tbl cash book, then dot id, then close bracket, then press ok. Yes, we created this function. So this is this function, we use this function to get the running sum for the balance of our simple cash book. So this function is helpful to get the running sum, or we can say the balance. Then press ok. You have to save your query. Here I am going to save my query as qry cash book. So this is my query name. Yes, it works. Okay, now we designed table for our cash book and we designed query based on the created table, and now form, query and cash book are okay. Now we can test our simple cash book. Now we can test whether it works properly. So just give a source number. So here source number may be a voucher number, receipt number, and select the transaction date. So this is my transaction date, and this is cash. This is cash in transaction salary. So it is a cash in transaction. Just say 50,000. So there's a cash in transaction. So the cash in transaction value is 50,000. So this is what I'm going to enter. Then click on the add button. Just transaction added. Then just go to the query. Yeah, our transaction is updated. Then close the query. Then I want to add another transaction. So this is a voucher. So my voucher number is, just say 20, and the transaction date is 7th of June 7th. The description is electricity bill. Then the payment, electricity bill value is 4,500. Okay, now this is the cash. Now paying electricity bill is a cash out transaction, and yeah, now you have to press the add button. Yeah, our transaction added. Now just click on the query. Yeah, our transaction have updated accurately, and our running balance, our balance updated correctly. So this thing happens as result of this function. So we use this function to get the running sum or running balance, right? So the next step is to create the statement based on the query. To create a statement, just select the query cash book, or just select the query and go to create tab and select the report wizard. There I want to add these columns to my report, and I don't want to add the ID column. Yes, after adding these columns, press on the next button, then again next button. So here we can use transaction date. We can use transaction date to analyze the transactions according to the ascending order. Yes, then click the next button. Keep these settings as it is, then press next. Just now I want to rename this report as REP cash book. Then click on the finish button. Now we can furthermore we can arrange our report by clicking report layout. We can add a button to view our cash book report. Just click on the design button and select command button and go to report operations, then preview report. Click on the preview report. Just say open load report or view report. So this is the name given to my command button. Right, then press next and click finish. So this is my simple cash book. So let's add again another transaction. So now I am going to add what we call another voucher. So 21 is the voucher number and the payment date is, let's say, 8 and the description is water bill payment. Then it is also cash out transaction. Water bill amount is 1500. Then press add. Now after adding that transaction, just click on the view report. Then we can see that the transaction has updated to our report correctly. So by this way you can create a simple cash book. I think by following you can add advanced by following this one you can create advanced access database with the help of this function. I think that it will help you to add something to your knowledge, something new. Then don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Okay, let's meet with another new video. Thank you for watching.